G'day and welcome to Bens Worx. Some of you guys have been asking to buy my dragon egg that I made, so I thought I'd go ahead and make some more. And I was actually going to build these off camera. I was never going to make a video. But as I started to colour this burl, I realised these eggs are going to turn out fantastic and you guys are probably going to want to see it. So to bring you up to speed as to how I got to this point, I grabbed my piece of burl offcut, I traced a circle on the bottom, and I cut it out on the bandsaw. I'm just going to use these plastic cups as my mould, so the piece fits in there nicely. I made up two different coloured dyes, an orange one and a green one. This is how the orange one turned out, and here's the green. Now I also took some white and blue ink and mixed it together to make a whitewash. And then I just took a paintbrush and dripped it all over the top. Now when casting this, we don't want any moisture, so I'm just going to take my hairdryer and dry it off. You can see there that all the surface moisture is gone, but I'm going to leave it a bit longer just so it dries out completely. I've let this burl dry for about 2 weeks now. I've been super busy with some other projects, but you can see here that it's got nice and dry, so it should make a nice cast. For this project I'll be using a casting resin. A lot of people message me and tell me they get soft spots in their resin once it's cured, and a lot of that comes down to not mixing correctly. You need to make sure that you follow your manufacturer's instructions. Now just take your plastic cup, drop your wood inside, and pour in the resin. To reduce the amount of bubbles in my castings, I'm going to go ahead and use my pressure pot. Don't worry if you don't have a pressure pot, you can skip this step. You may just get a few bubbles in your casting. Now I'm just going to leave it to cure overnight and we'll come back tomorrow. This is always the nervous part where you get to see whether your castings actually turned out. That one turned out great. Okay, clear that one is. Looks like we've got two perfectly clear castings. A good thing about using these plastic cups as your mould is that it's easy to take the resin out. Just grab yourself a razor blade, carefully slice up the side, and then just peel it away. And now you're left with a nice little blank. We're going to mount this up to the lathe and we'll start to turn it. So you can see here I didn't quite get the egg shape that I wanted. Normally with an egg you want to have your widest point just a bit below center, but that's okay. I'm still happy with how this turned out, so I can't wait to sand it up and see what it looks like. While I've been sanding, I've been trying to think of a way that I can display this, and I've come up with an idea where I've got this solid aluminium rod here, and I'm going to make a hole in the bottom of it. That way it can sit on top, and then I'll make a base for the rod to sit in. You guys might remember that when I made George the dragon egg, I actually cut him off this piece of burl here. Now I'm thinking that I might be able to use this piece as the base for the new egg. So the base is nearly finished. The last thing I need to do now is just flock the bottom. Flocking is a real easy process. All you need to do is paint this special glue. Now once you've put the glue on, just go ahead and lay your fibres down. Now I'm just going to let that glue dry, and once it has, I'm just going to come back with a brush and I'll just brush off all the loose fibres. Now that the stand's all finished, I'm going to go ahead and continue sanding the egg, and then we'll put it all together. Well guys, what did you think of that one? I think I'm going to call this guy Canyon. It looks kind of rocky in there, and I think the name really suits it. Even though I didn't quite get the egg shape that I wanted, I think with the stand it works quite well. Let me know in the comments below whether you think the stand was a good idea. And before I end this video, I just want to say a massive congratulations to Noah. He's the winner of the 30,000 subscriber giveaway, so mushy is coming your way. Well, that's all for this week's video. If you like this one, give me a big thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot. And if it's your first time here and you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. I'll put new how to and build videos out every couple of weeks. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.